Started from the trap. Yeah. Now listen. Whoa. Now I'm gonna be honest with you too. I've been to several Benihanas. I've never had garlic butter there. So I don't know which Benihanas that you've been. I've never ever.
Well, let me give you some very valuable information.
Please.
New York don't got garlic butter or yum yum sauce.
Okay.
These are two major ingredients of Atlanta Benihana.
Okay.
Now, I came to New York. They was like, "You want garlic butter?" So they want to give me some butter and some garlic, and they're gonna mix it together. I'm like, no, we have one glob. You know, that they cook out rice with, they cook out food with it. So everybody at my table, we always get extra garlic.
Okay,
you know
because I'm like, I was listening and I'm like, yo, I like Benihana's too.
I hadn't fabricated yet, man. That's one thing about it,
I'm
man.
not saying that. I just want to get put on because I'm like, yo, I've never.
To be real, the Benihana's up here is nasty to me.
Okay.
Yeah, the one in New York and the one in Miami, not all that. Miami got the view on the water and all that, but it ain't all that though.
Okay.
Ain't all that.
Do you have a cookbook coming? I seen that you tweeted that you got a cookbook.
Told y'all people be following my. I knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that you tweeted like I see a lot of times I look and it's always pictures of food. You understand what I'm saying? And then I see that you say your cookbook on the way.
This is what happened, right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm putting the album together, right? So you know you know me, like people like who on your album? I ain't telling you. Like I ain't telling you. You know what I'm saying? I be trying to like hold that little bit. You know I'm left. So it's like I was doing this cookbook and I wasn't telling nobody. But I'm like, people might get the album and be like, man, what the hell is a cookbook doing in here? So I'm like, let me explain what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, people don't know that I have like huge like stomach issues. I have ulcers. I have acid reflux. You know what I'm saying? So certain supplements or certain prescriptions that I take is not like something that people may think I'm abusing. I really have prescriptions for certain things due to my and so by me having these stomach illnesses and stuff like that, of course I got a chef and I have to eat a certain way. By me eating a certain way, it has changed my life. It has made me feel a certain way. You said I had a glow. That got to do with me eating a certain way. I have, you know, if you come to my shows from start to finish, I don't drink water. I sweat a little bit, but it's just about what I'm putting in. You know what I'm saying? What I'm putting inside my body. When I see my Instagram, people say, "You eat like a white person." You know, it's just like, you know, like so. I'm cool enough to be comfortable in my own skin and try to educate people. So with this cookbook, I'm gonna have probably about 14 to 15 meals. How many ever songs it is? It's gonna tell you, you know, what it was used to make this, as far as ingredients and cooking time and all of that stuff. And you know, probably the pros and the cons of eating. I'm a seafood lover. I don't eat beef or pork. Period. You know what I'm saying? So turkey, chicken. There's a lot of the recipes that I use and I eat every day. You know what I'm saying? I eat multiple meals a day. And Tech will tell you since August of 2010, we've done over 700 shows.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Cha-ching.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking about the financial. Like, you can't do that many shows unless you're essentially an athlete. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
So I treat this like a sport. That's why I be talking about competition. I want to whoop this person's ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm friends with all these people. I have all these numbers. I'm on half of them. I'm on half of them album. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm an athlete. I get on stage. I jump around. I run from side. You know what I'm saying? I treat it like a sport. I treat this rap like a sport. You know what I mean? That's my angle. So with the meals and all that stuff, like, very few athletes eat fried food all day long, all month long and stuff like that. It's just hard. It clogs up arteries, cholesterol, and things of that nature. Black people, the leading cause of death is high blood pressure. So it's like all that kind of comes from what you eat. So yeah, I eat salads and stuff like that. And that's it.
So this cookbook is going to your album.
That's the idea. I'm trying to incorporate something new that hasn't been done. A lot of people use DVDs, bonus stuff like this. I just want to come probably with my own little array of swag aprons with the cookbook, and that'll probably get me on The View or something like that. Just another angle for me, another outlet for me to express still myself. You know what I'm saying? It still basically ties back down to the music. Music is a sport. I eat this just so I can be alive and running well and out of the hospital. And so far, so good.
Okay. Can you explain your relationship with Ludacris? Now, earlier this week, he was on The Breakfast Club. You saw The Breakfast Club video?
I heard about it, man.
Okay. You know, I got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you explain your relationship with him?
Yeah, man. It is what it is.
Okay.
yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I came up under that umbrella, DTP. They put me on. That's how I got here. You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, the reason why it seems like, and this is just me from the outside looking in, it seems like it's love, but it's like I'm kind of upset love. You understand what I'm saying?
From who, me?
No, not from you.
Oh, okay.
From the other side. It seems like I'm kind of upset love. You understand what I'm saying?
Damn.
So that's why I'm
You see that? You see that?
So
He in your building. I know you can't say nothing. You see that?
So that's why I'm asking, like, what type of, like, when I say that, meaning, say if you see each other, is it a high or is it a stop, let's conversate? That's what, you know.
No. We hadn't seen each other because, of course, he'd been doing movies. You know, he let everybody know he's been doing 5 or something, like a bunch of movies and stuff. And I've been doing a bunch of rapping.
Okay.
So we crossed paths when his movie and my song was a part of the same thing, which is Fast and Furious 6. Me and Wiz had the single for the sound for the movie, and he, you know, he's been a part of the movie before, and you know what I mean. So red carpet, we saw each other, we chatted. You know, at the end of the day, bro, you know, we still like fam. You know what I mean? Like, he's a Virgo, I'm a Virgo. We came up together, we told jokes together, we ate together, but like somebody grew up and it was me.
Okay.
And I wanted to go get my own. I wanted to go do my own thing. I believed in myself, whether, you know, he signed me to put me right here, whatever he wants to say about that. The thing with me is, I know I'm winning right now. Excuse me. I know I'm winning right now.
Exactly. 2 Chainz is still in the building. You know what it is. DJ Self, the Prince of New York. You know how I walk in the tournament and I definitely get it Gwinin. Yeah. Now, actually, I think M-Eazy's here. He's on the weekend. You know, I always shout you out. M-Eazy, they used to look at me funny because I came up here and I used to say, yo, I walk in and I turn up, and I want to say I got that from you.
You know what? Thank you for being honest.
Yeah,
y'all don't have the little claps.
This class right here. Right? Okay, this class now.
Thank you, man.
Right? I'm being honest, right?
Thank you, man. I did. Thank you, man. And you know what? Let me just say this. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to do no more turn-up records.
Okay.
So don't get mad at me because you send me a song to my turn-up. Let's do a turn-up record. I don't want to do that. I did that on my mixtape. It was before my album, which was 2 whatevers ago. I don't want to do it. Turn-up is very much a part of our vocabulary. I wish I would have got it patented, but hey. Who am I? Go ahead with your story.
Okay, yeah. So I got, that's it.
No, go ahead. You used to come in here and walk in, turn up.
Yeah,
me and Cat One song. Shout out to Cat One.
Yeah, that's why. And then I started playing the record and stuff like that. Then people, it felt like people didn't really know where it came from. So that's why I'm just saying to you, I did get that from you. And off. I was gonna say off camera, but we're not on film. I'm used to being filmed, so off the mic, off air. We was talking about how, like you saying that, I mess with a lot of country folk, and a lot of times that the New Yorkers they bash me. I say that for embracing the Southern artists. Yeah. So that's what. But a lot of times they embrace the lingo.
Well, what happens is, I told somebody the other day, I said, they're going to be mad as self. I forgot what you was playing. I'm like, they're going to whoop self ass. Like, like, as far as if I was in New York, I'd be slightly offended. Like, some of this stuff I don't even like. Okay. And I'm from. So, but, like, easy. But, like, I saw Joey Badass in London. Like, I pulled him in the trail. I was like, bro, I think you like a real New York dude. This whole vibe. How you get out, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, not to say that we need more Joey Badass, but we just, in my opinion, in hip hop, we just need some more just like New York people, like how, like, I had Diplomatic Immunity, the Red and the Blue CD by Camden, when they was heavy on their New York stuff with all the samples and Only Built for Cuban Links, all the Wu-Tang stuff, AZ album, all Nas album, just like New York stuff. Like, y'all don't understand how much Southern people appreciate that. But like once I think the New York people started like basically getting on the same beats and all that stuff, we kind of became under the same umbrella because essentially it's a different accent, but it's the same kind of flow, it's slow, and everything. So that's why sometimes I might switch it up and rap over a sample just so I could get that kind of New York love or New York attention, because samples are not really a part of down south music. So I just figured
it's like more 808s.
Yeah, and so I try to fuse the two, but I think you know, with New York, you know, everything is a circle and evolves. And
shout to your boy Juicy J.
Come here, man. You ain't got the whistle, man. Trippy. My buddy right here, man. Hey, Trippy, my buddy. What up, Trippy? What you doing?
Working, man. Like
man, I'm just working, man. Hey, man. Don't we smoke good? We be the freshest, man. Hey, Trippy. Hey, Juicy J had a Maybach. Man, bro, when we came down to Memphis, man. Honestly, about like 05 or something. Bro, I went to their studio in Memphis. Me and Dollar, we trying to work on this player circuit. I'm shout out to Juicy J. I know y'all talking about who. I went down there. I went to Memphis, bro. This is no lie. We stayed in their studio for like maybe 3 or 4 days straight. Him and Paul drove different cars every day, and I thought they were just trying to flex on us. So one day, Paul pulled up. He in a Fanta, and Juice pulled up. He in a Maybach. They ain't got no chauffeur now. He driving a 62 in Memphis, Tennessee. So I opened Paul door. I said, damn, man got fur everywhere. He said, what that, man? He said, Luda ain't got a bunch of these right here, man. And I'll never forget that. Them boys don't do nothing but Joan all day, man. So, like, for maybe 4 days, 2 of the days, we do no recording. We just basically talked about each other and everything. And so, you know, like, it's my second chance. Juicy, like, never stopped. Like, with 3 to 6, and people really don't know where he came from. But, like, this my partner for real, man. So, I ain't never loved her, man. What you out here doing,
Shout out to the boy
though?
Juicy J.
I ain't make that.
Yeah. You on the album? Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, tripping.
That's how you gotta do it.
We tripping. Yeah, man. Tech was talking about, man. Oh, we gonna talk off. We got to link up some more, man. I still got some records I ain't put out with me and you that I got for me, and then I know I did something for Wiz with us. Yeah. So we gonna get it in, man. I can't wait. When your album drops, I get. August 27th is Juicy J and Big Sean. Ooh. I'm on both of them too, so we got to go get that. And then September 10th is my album, and then I think the 17th is Drizzy Drake. So it's gonna be that little month again where people got some new, refreshing music, like right now, whatever. But anyway, man,
Good seeing you, man.
you did 106 and Park?
Yeah. Yesterday.
Country, man. They let a country man on 106 and Park, man.
We tripping.
So yeah, back to where we was at.
The album. Let's talk about your album.
The album, yeah, September 10th. The name of my album is based on a true story, part 2, both 2. But the subtitle is Me Time. So not only do I feel like it's my time, I feel like the title Me Time, just when people talk about my music and my albums and features, is they always talk about how it takes them away from strenuous, everyday, stressful activities. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people can't go on vacations overseas or whatever. So people pop in my music. And it's like, for me, the type of person I am, I'm uppity. I got a lot of energy. So when you listen to me, it's supposed to make you feel a certain way. Like you're supposed to, you know, it's certain songs that I used on there. Like I'm talking about my father who passed since I've been so successful. It's called It Will. That has like strings and pianos, and it just things that maybe draw different emotions. But most of my album, for me, was just like showing what I did between the last album and this one, as far as just growing, as far as having my passport just tatted all up. Okay. Just being a part of different cultures. Like I hadn't been able to take my shelf everywhere, so I've been places and been like, ugh, and I've been like, this is kind of good or whatever, and just really talk about, you know, with music and things that I feel like Jay-Z and a lot of people like Kanye and even J. Cole and a few people have dialed on, is to give people some of their personal information, personal business. Is kind of like, for me, I think this is a dope boy's diary. Okay. This project I'm putting out is like, it's like I'm cold turkey. I'm clean. I could talk about a lot of things and get away with it and tell the truth. So it's like, I just feel like I'm bringing that rarity. I'm bringing that reality this time. I mean, I did last time. I had about 8 singles on the last album. But this one here, it has that same feel. I never stop working. I work with producers that people commonly know, like maybe Mike and Drummer, but I work with some other producers that they would be definitely surprised that I went in with.
Has there ever been a situation where, like I heard Drake, he'll say like a verse for a verse, that's not a swap for me? Like, do you ever?
It's like Drake says all the stuff I want to say before I thought of. Like, man, that was a dope line, man. There's really no swap to me. Like, Damn, that's my line.
Okay.
Man, how many swaps we got? What take? How many swaps we? I just made them send me all the swaps we got. I was just trying to see how I could use this swap. I got about this is no exaggeration. I just made E send me all the swaps. I think we got about. She said her fingers was tired from typing so much. I think we got about. Hold on, I'm about to tell you now. This is no cap. Okay, we got. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They want to swap for a verse. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 want to swap for a beat. I ain't saying no name. Yeah, but it's all cool. Like, for me, it just depends. You know, like, it's not all about money. I just did an interview in London, and they was asking me how much I charge. But what I was trying to do in the interview in London was to show how our money wasn't as strong as their money, their currency was.
Pounds,
and I was like,
right?
their
Pounds,
pounds. So I was like, 100,000 is like 60 of y'all money. So they took it. He wants 100,000 for, whatever. So basically, what I'm telling people is, like, some people you can't charge like 100,000. Sometimes this helps you when people from other genres of music. Fall Out Boys called me. I didn't ask them for $100,000, nothing like that. It's like, I didn't know rock people
even listen.
know me.
Okay.
You gonna let me perform All-Star Game? Run it. So you just gotta figure it out. And for me, like, I think I have like exhausted myself as far as like doing a song with all the rappers. Like, I just don't want to be like become so common, like we always do a song together or whatever. I like to, mix it up, do different features, make it make sense, even do different producers and stuff like that. I don't want to be in like a box or whatever, like you think, like I'm just going to have all this trap stuff. I'm going to have some music. It's going to have my normal 808 bottom, and I'm going to do my deliveries and my spit, but I just want to show growth. I want to mess with different people in the industry. I got my homie Sue in here from the Bay.
Shout out to Sue.
Yeah, he popping.
Sue, let me tell you something. Sue is working real hard, right? I seen Sue in the studio in the cut. He's always in the cut though, quiet. So that's what we gotta do. We gotta make sure he
I think he just like picking up on stuff, like observing. He a sponge.
Okay.
Like that's good. Like people sometimes it's better just to listen than to talk. That's what I did the whole time with like DTP and Luda. Like Luda is so smart. I learned a lot from that situation on how to get money and just how to be. I think that's why I'm so kind of getting good in this corporate thing, getting, sponsors and things like that. As long as I like keep my nose clean, stay out of trouble and things like that, you know what I mean?
So what's the connection with you guys?
That's just my homie.
Oh, you just was like, yo, all right, okay,
yeah, that's my
what's
homie.
up.
I like
that's a big cosign right there, baby. Okay.
Yeah, and then Cap One from Chicago.
Shout out to Cap One.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he done took. This man going so crazy. Anyway, we got a song on my album. Me, him, and I can't about to say me, him, and Mike Will, but you might well say Mike Will rapping. Them beats he doing, boy. So yeah, man, I'm just surrounding myself with people that's confident and do their own thing, and like that. You know what I'm saying? We rocking. You know what I'm saying? Who knows where this relationship take us? But I am building a true university thing. But I want to, like, after my album start building, getting people around me, you know what I'm saying? I see people with their little cliques and their little magazines that be looking dope, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Pictures in your all your color, whatever you wear on the magazine, all your friends and stuff. See, all my friends are like, can't be doing that.
Okay. Just I've heard that on the Jay-Z when Instagram you didn't want your picture taken.
Yeah, but I want my picture taken. I ain't sure like Hope want his picture taken. He just like anti like all that. He just said he liked Twitter and all that stuff. It's just like, and you gotta respect it. Like you gotta respect where this technology is going. So social media, 2 Chainz, the number 2 Chainz with a Z. Hair Weave Killer is the Instagram if you want to get your nutrition bars up and
the cookbook. Before we get out of here, let's talk about this tour.
Oh yeah.
All right. Now it's T.R., Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, correct?
That's right. In that almost in that order. I open up basically.
Okay.
I open up. I'm still paying my dues.
Okay.
And I can accept that. You know what I'm saying? I still So it's me and then T.I. and then Weezy. I come back out with Weezy because we have a whole set together. We have like some songs that we do. This is roughly the first week of the tour has been going smooth. The first weeks of the tour you kind of like fine tuning everything, especially before you get to New York, because this is where they're gonna tell you hated it or we rocking. You know what I mean? So New York is coming up. We're in tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, so make sure you get out there. I think I go on at 7:30. I got like a 35-minute set. Then I think the King, I think he got like 45 minutes. I think Tunchi goes like an hour and a half.
Oh. Do you find it hard to perform? I don't. Maybe New York and in Atlanta. Do you find it hard to perform in these places? Because a lot of times I feel like, especially in New York, like if say it's 2 Chainz performing, but we want to see 2 Chainz and whoever he got that song with. Yeah. Like if you do No Lie, you don't got Drake on it. You do any song. You do My Own. You don't got Cap One there. We upset. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, some people are happy when they get just me.
Well, see, in New York, I'm just...
It just depends. Like, if the other person just held up so much of the other song, you know what I'm saying?
Well, see, with New York, like, even if someone... Say if you do...
Problems.
Let's say Problems. Let's say you do Problems. They want to see everybody.
Yeah, because I've never... one time I think we was overseas, like London, and ASAP was in the building. And I did Problems, and he kind of came up. He's like, I got a show here tomorrow. I can't do, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like people, like fans don't understand that you can't do certain shows in the same area within the same 30 days and things of that nature. So I know this and understand this. So we was on stage rocking, but he couldn't really like perform. And then, you know, BET was the first time we was able to like perform together, but Drake didn't come. So we've never, ever performed
the whole song in
together.
Everybody.
Never. And it's this song opened up a lot. It was, and you know, Drake was the one that kind of put the song together. You know what I'm saying, and all that. So it helped. I know it helped ASAP. It helped me, you know, and Kendrick. You know, what I mean, just being from different areas. I think it just worked out.
Do you feel any way, like even say with that song, like you're just on the hook? So do you feel like, yo, they just used me for the hook, man?
Well, I don't do hooks for people.
Okay.
I don't. If you notice, I just do verses. People ask me to do hooks and verses too, but I feel like then that's essentially kind of like my song.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so for this particular song right here, it happened in a way that was like organic. It was just genuine. I did something with Drake, and Drake was doing something with ASAP.
Okay.
He felt like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I give him so many props. I give Drake props. I give Kanye props, and I give like Weezy props because I've watched these guys like how they create and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been able to just watch Jay create. I just saw like the outcome, but just to be able to see how people go from 0 to 60 is dope.
Okay. All right, the album, let's talk about this album one more time.
Me Time.
Boats 2.
Boats 2, September.
I got you.
Yeah, so September 10th. September 10th, I just, you know, we got the, like I said, the cookbook in there. And we're going to have some dope visuals. Fez was the first visual. My homie from London shot
That's around Labor Day time, right? Something like that. When's Labor Day?
Confused.
The week after Labor Day, something like that, right?
Yeah, so
that's a big weekend. Thank you for coming up, man, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you even like extending the love to me, and every time I see you, it's always genuine love, and I appreciate that because I feel like some artists, you know, they blow up and don't show up. That's what they say.
Damn,
and you haven't done that.
Nah, like New York. This is important. You know this is New York, right? You know this. All right. You know this? And you know this is New York. Sue, this is New York. Yeah, Sue from the Bay. Even though this is New York. This is New York. This can make or break an artist. Like, New York is, woo! You got to be, like, I've seen it happen the past year or so, and I've seen it happen, you know, over the last decade. It really makes or break an artist. So if you can kind of get some people behind you in New York, and all New York really want is the truth and the real. That's all they really want. I ain't really tripping. You see somebody got their Timbs, and they just want to know that's my man keeping the 1,000 or whatever it is, and they rocking with you. They just ain't with all the fugazi.
Well, I'm glad you're that person. And
Me
I applaud
too.
you. Put the hand claps. If you can't hear the hand claps.
I like
Put the
it.
hand claps to clapping.
I like that.
The hand claps to clapping.
All
right. So thanks for coming up, and let's play Feds Watching again. All right. And you gotta say son too. Like that, but
No, they
it's
gonna
still,
think I'm
you know, one of those. You feel me?